visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. Well, as we get into Sister Wives, hit it, baby.
Yes. Here we go. So first off, one thing that I learned watching part 1 and part 2 of this tell all or one on one, I'm not sure what they exactly call it, is that the Browns love to use the word villain, whether that's to be villainized, to be villainous,
to be a villain.
Yes. And it all refers to Cody and how Cody feels or how Cody views the other women, because he feels as though that they are trying to paint him as the villain or villainize him for just loving Robin.
I definitely don't see that at all.
No, but that's how he sees it.
I think that's in his mind.
It is in his
He's
mind.
got a warped way of thinking.
He does.
To me. And the thing about it is, if he could just think straight and be real with himself and stop trying to protect his fake ego, I think he could be a really cool guy. But I think that Janelle said it best. He's so busy trying to protect Robin.
Yes.
He's got into protecting her, guarding her, where she don't feel anything, that he got lost in his own maze.
I like that. Yeah, that was good. Janelle and Christine both kept it real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We barely got anything from Robin. I don't know what at this
she point. Avoided the question.
Yes,
I'd rather not answer that. I don't see it that way. Mm-hmm. That's how I saw Robin. I saw Robin as I'm never going to go against Cody. Rightfully so. I can't be mad at her about that.
No, but
I can't be mad at her about that.
It's a TV show. You got to give us something more than
that.
Well,
if it's talking against my man, look, I got to go home with that crazy buck, not you. Okay, so no, I think that it's okay to plead the fifth.
Fair enough.
That's my husband. I'm not going. I mean, he's doing all this to protect me.
Yes, it's true.
And when he said something about, do you feel something? The lady asked her, do you think this may not be right? I mean, in the right way, but do you think that he led Mary on?
Okay.
The answer is, he led her on, but instead, I don't think I can answer that right now because you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
When she doesn't answer, she's telling you yes. And to me, was she going to say, yes, I feel as though my husband led her on? Of course not, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So in that sense, I understand that.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Janelle finally said it, spoke it. Somebody finally spoke it, that Robin was the reason that the family had broken up. Finally, somebody has admitted the truth. Everybody has been saying it, but the way Janelle had phrased it, I think she's saying that everybody's starting to recognize that we didn't want to say it before, but now even Cody's starting to accept that that's his lover and that's the one woman, and that he's basically the husband.
It took him years.
Yes, it took him years
to admit this, and 3 marriages, that he doesn't want to accept that you are the fault. Yes. You are the villain. You self-sabotaged your own marriages.
You did.
And it's okay because you wasn't happy in them anyway. Let you tell the story. Mm-hmm. They would drip, drop, blop, 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 blop. That, that's what they were. They were drops in your life.
Yeah.
And it's like they were raindrops that you just want flip-flopped out of your life. Mm-hmm. And along with them are the kids. And now it's like, I want to have a relationship with them, but y'all are so broken at this point. Sometimes when you have to adjust your mind to somebody not being there, you don't want to be entangled in it anymore. You don't care who it is. It took you years to find comfort. you know? And so now, and I don't understand why they so hungry. Some of them are so hungry, but people are like that. I don't understand that.
I honestly, I think I'm going to blame it on the Mormon culture and whatever they was.
But there are regular people out in the world too that no matter what their dad did, no matter what their mom did, they still want to have a relationship. Me, if you wasn't there for me when I needed you, I love you and and will show up to some things, but I'll never walk with you like that. I don't know you like that. I had to get over you. I had to, especially if I knew you. And then I had to readjust because you went on a path and got married. And, that reminded me of Brian McKnight's wife.
Oh, okay.
I mean, his son died of cancer, of stage 4 cancer. And he wasn't in his life. Sometimes I was just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand that. Like, how do you build why would I want to recapture something that you already hurt me? I'm over it. I'm doing fine. I got over it. I don't need you like that. I can move on now.
Yeah.
And the sooner the better.
Yes.
And if you, Cody, haven't moved on, that's on you. I'll see you at big events, cookouts. But no, I'm not gonna call your house. I'm not, maybe Father's Day I'll shoot you a card in the mail,
Fair enough. Yeah.
I may call you Happy Father's Day, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little different. Let me know what you think about it, because I don't know if I had a dad or a mom and for whatever reason they broke up, they went with someone else, and I got left with my mom, and it was all these rules and stuff that was going on in the family, and I had to suffer to get over you. And in the process, one of my siblings deleted themselves.
Yes.
That would just be too much.
It would be.
For me.
And then for him to still turn back around and be the same old Cody like he was before.
You're not going to be able to talk to my mom, if it's my mom who's raising me or if it's my dad. You're not going to talk bad about them and think that it's all right with me. No. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think the one that really, I think that got it is Leon. Okay. Murray's son.
Okay.
Because she goes on with her life.
That is true.
With his life. Sorry.
Yes.
He goes on with his life and he shows up on the main event.
He do.
Him and his wife, and they don't be bothered with the pussyfooting around.
That is
and yet
true.
they stay, I'm sure they stay close to members, but I don't know. Oh, and another thing, it is no way that if I was Christine, that my husband and Cody could ever hang out together.
That was awkward.
Let me freeze on that. I don't think so.
No, that was awkward.
No, why do I want my new husband to hang around with the devil that was a ball and chain around my neck? How dare you? I wouldn't want, no. He's mine, all mine, just like Robin is yours, all yours. No, I wouldn't want you going out to dinner with him. I don't want a double date with you guys. Under no circumstances. If we have a dinner and the whole family is together, let me sit at the far end of the table. Not out of hate. I don't hate you. You're just a non-factor in my life. You made my life pure de hell. And I don't want to remind myself of nothing that made me so miserable and hurt my children. So no, I don't understand what Christine talking about. No. No. And then he going to say, You know, he looks at her husband, and this is what it comes off to me.
Okay.
At Christine's husband, oh, I'm better looking than him.
Yeah,
That's how he comes off. Oh, I'm better looking. He's no threat to me.
That's just Cody being a narcissist.
Yeah, he's no better. Look, he got a gut. He's no better than me. That's how he comes off. You know, first he was all nervous and stuff. When you met him, you're like, oh, that's how he comes off to me. You know,
He do.
you know, Cody think he the bee's knees.
He do thinks he's the bee's knees. And I'm not sure if Janelle just pumped up his head. It was probably both Janelle and Robin.
Janelle laugh at him now, child. Janelle laugh at him. Yeah, he a joke. Ew.
Yeah, for real, she does.
Ew. He ego tripping.
For
And
real,
she
for real.
ain't never really been right with him, especially after her son.
No, she hasn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
But she wears it so well.
she does.
And to me, Janelle is one of the most classiest ones out of all of them.
She really is.
Mhm.
But you could definitely tell in this 101 that her energy is a bit different towards Cody and Robin now.
Yeah. She says, I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like him. And that's how come I'm kind of twisted with Christine. Of all people. Yeah, maybe in the future. Mm-mm. I wouldn't even want, no.
I think she just comes from the point of, you know, David's a new man in my life. I have children of Cody, so you guys are just going to have to learn to get along with each other.
No, not going out. No, absolute. That asinine to me. I don't even get that on no level. If things were different and he was there for my kids and maybe him and we didn't, but they did, it would be different. But to neglect my child, you didn't even show up when she had the surgery. No, no. Still waters run deep for me, buddy. And no, I forgive you, but I don't have to walk with you.
Mm-hmm. But Cody is starting to show his personality a bit more in these episodes because we finally got to the big one where Cody tried to shut down Sukanya when he was just like, I don't have to talk about this. And
she said, I think he wanted her to stop it or something. And she was like, no, you can't shut me down.
And he was like, yes, I can.
She said, no, you can't. And he said, like a kid.
Yep, she called him a baby. She said, you're being a real baby about this.
She did.
Yep. I was like, thank you for calling him out on his childlike behavior. And then he did it again when he went silent. He was like, I just have nothing to say. So he was just like looking around like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'll just sit here in silence.
And you know what? At that moment, I would say, well, it looks like this interview is over. And I would let him know. What's her name? Sukian? What's her name? Sukanya. It would be over. I would not take that from him, that narcissist, macho attitude. I would say, well, the interview is over.
Yeah, for real. No,
if you're not going to, she tries to baby him up again. Girl, please. No, I would say, well, you have a right. This interview is over. Shut him down. That you don't get paid.
True.
You ain't doing your time
right there.
Shut it down. I'm not going to beg you. You have every right. I'm here to ask the hard questions. You know that.
Exactly.
And they're going to be hard. And we're coming to the end. You know it's going to be hard. So either you want to answer the questions or you don't, or the interview is over.
Yeah, honestly, because Cody's sentiment is that it's time to move on because all the other wives have moved on. So I'm like, okay, Cody, if it's time to move on, then why are you on the show?
And I agree. It is time to move on. But the show is still y'all still getting paid.
Exactly.
So do your job. You want the money. And sell Coyote Pass.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, stop holding Janelle and Mary hostage with that one.
I think a lot of that has to do with Robin. I do.
It probably does.
I think
Robin goes back and forth.
I think that this is her way of having a hold. because he said he wants to sell, but Robin not ready.
Right. She doesn't want to let that dream go. She's like, I still have some hope this family
That's
can come
her
back
way
together.
of holding on to the girls.
You're right.
And in a selfish way. In other words, until I'm ready, you won't get your money. You know, that's how I see it. I just don't particularly care for Robin. That's clear. Although I don't hate her, I just don't like her.
Right. Like,
and I don't think I'll ever like her.
No.
And I know I don't like Cody anymore. I used to like
Not
him.
this Cody.
I don't like him. I don't know him. And he's a joke to me. So.
Yep. Janelle even said it herself that she could be superficial with Robin and Cody. But she's like, anything more of that, I don't want a relationship with them. I don't want to be in their lives. But I'll put on a smile. When
we're together and we got to be family, I can coexist. That's what I'm saying. I can coexist, but I'm not going to go out my way. Right. I can hug you and mean it, but that's it. It ain't I am not harboring no hatred or resentment. It's just that we don't connect. It's over. And go on with your life. I'm not jealous. Be happy.
Yes.
Don't worry. Be happy.
And that's, you know what? That seems to be Cody's backhanded sentiment. He's just like, I just want Christine to be happy with David.
But then he has a backhanded comment to say.
Because now that she's happy, she doesn't have to be worrying and thinking about me. Now that she's happy, I can be happy. I'm like, what?
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
See, crazy. You only crazy can be crazy, because the things he say, you just leave you like your hair shaking. Like, what?
Yes.
And when he talks, sometimes he's so out of range. It's like you sound stupid.
Yeah, I don't know how Seconia does it, sitting up there talking to him.
I guess she like, I am not moved because I'm used to it. You know, because because the other three wives give so much.
They do.
Him and his wife can be very difficult.
Yes.
Because she says, why don't you like to look at this? She said, because I find it very painful. Yeah, because it's hard to look at yourself. I know.
She was definitely embarrassed or flustered watching Cody and Mary bump up against each other. I don't think she even looked. She was just like kind of looking down. Like,
she don't look at that. And it's she talked to Cody about it. It doesn't make sense to me. That's what it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I think Mary took that. I don't know.
All of them found it funny, though.
I don't know. Mary act like she had an orgasm. Honestly,
really did. She did.
I'm not even trying to be funny. It's like, ooh. I mean, she act like for real.
And I'm like,
that I had to go. There was so much. I'm like, Mary, it was only a tap, boom. It wasn't all that. She said, girl, for me, it was the tap from heaven.
Yes. On top of it, he's called me the favorite ex-wife.
And the reason why I believe he cried is because of the end of the era, because finally she's let me go. Finally. I can love you. I missed you. We had so much together, and you're finally letting me go. It was like a relief. Those were tears of joy to me. Like, oh, I know how to get rid of you. My wife, that's how I took that.
You didn't think he was going to get rid of me.
Like, I never think I was going to get rid of you. And the day that I got rid of you, my heart was so filled with joy. I cried. And for the first time, I was able to remember we did this. But I was wanting you gone so bad, I couldn't even focus on how bad I wanted you. It's just that when you're gone and I'm packing and this stuff is real and she's gone, she's filed a divorce, she's doing it. And now I'm free. She's the last to go. She's where I'm at my goal.
Yes.
That's how I took it. A lot of people didn't take it that way. I did. I took it like, You know how some people just work to get their degree.
Mhm.
And then when they get it, they start crying
Yes.
because of what they had. That's how I saw it. It's like, oh my God, it's here. It's happening. And it's like, finally. And then to bump up against me, another
Yes.
reality. Oh my God, she's gone. That's how I interpret it. Look at it. You can see that from that way.
Yeah.
He wanted her gone so bad that when she gone, it brought tears to his eyes
Mhm.
because he thought she never was going to leave.
Right. Even he said himself, he's like, I don't know why I'm getting so sentimental.
Because he was so relieved. He was like relief. It was like, oh my God, Mary, you're my favorite ex-wife. Because you're the one I thought never was going to go away. Woo! You outlived them all.
She did.
Janelle left, Christine left, and now you got Mary. He was even thinking about putting her in the garage.
Yes.
This is how much he thought she would be the one thing that stopped him from being in this polygamous lifestyle. And he treated her the worst.
He did.
And she wouldn't go. And finally, she's moving and she's doing it.
Mhm.
And she's filing a divorce. It was just so much. And he was so overwhelmed that it brought tears. The man just cried out of sheer joy. I can't believe that I'm free of this woman.
Yes, thank you, Mary. I love you, Mary.
I love you. Yes. Hail Mary.
Yes.
Hail Mary. That's how you're like Jesus' baby, Jesus' mother. Thank you. You gave me the best gift. Thank you, Mary. That's
you.
And that's how I saw that. So it's shocking when Christine and Janelle didn't see it that way.
No, they did not see it.
I saw it that way. I definitely saw it.
And Robin didn't want to comment on it. She was just like, I didn't we didn't talk about it.
Because she saw it the way I saw it. Because she knew it was a relief. And then when he said that him and Mary, that day he went home and made love to her for the last time, that would have hurt my feelings. And Mary was so eager to do it. That's an ignorant question.
Well, actually, Christine did see it kind of slightly that way. She had an offense that Cody called Mary his favorite ex-wife because Christine said that was just disrespectful to Mary and women. And he felt like that Cody was being an a-hole for having that type of sentiment towards Mary because she was so loyal to him and she was there until the very end. And that's what you have to say, that now when she's finally gone, you say, this is the Mary I wish I could have still been married to. I'm so glad this is the end of an era. You're my favorite ex-wife.
He's just so excited. He's so elated. He just saying stuff. She gone. I ain't got to insult you. You gone. Hallelujah.
The insults did stop.
I don't have to insult you anymore. Go. Be happy. I'll walk you down the aisle.
Yes.
Oh. And if you can't see that, then I don't know. That's how I seen it.
You're right. Christine also had a problem with that. She had to pause on that. She was like, no, I couldn't. You can't walk me down the aisle.
Because they're still bitter. He was freed that day when he moved, because she's in the process of the divorce.
Yeah.
She's moving out. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. It's happening. It's the end. She's moving far away. So it's like, oh my God, this is really happening. I get that. I get it. And then for the bump and the thing, which was a sheer accident, and just she fell over like that. Like, oh my God, that I don't even understand the joy in that, or the I guess I had to be there. So
I guess Mary was sex deprived.
She was, yes, girl. That girl fell out over that little thing. I don't know. And because of her behavior, it made it so awkward that all you can do is laugh at it. and think this is what she's thinking. And Cody is probably going, I wasn't even thinking, but because of the way she act, it made like, you know,
Yeah.
that's how but
Yeah. Just like they spent a lengthy amount of time talking about that in the TV show, so did we, but from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Apparently that was the big highlight of this season that everyone wanted to talk about it for some reason.
Yeah.
However, moving on,
it isn't that much left, is there?
No, there isn't that much left there. Oh, yes. Speaking of Mary, before we move on, Mary says that she has a problem with Cody talking to her about how he's grieving the ending of their, which weird enough, but I guess at that time he was grieving their marriage, and he would tell Mary that he would I guess miss Mary or stuff like that, and Mary would get offended, saying, you don't get to grieve our marriage after all the insults and how you treated me. You don't get to tell me how much you miss our marriage when all you did was trash talk it.
I get that.
That's
I get
true.
that. But she didn't say that to him.
No. That's what she said to Tanya.
Right. He heard that.
Yes,
but that's not what she said to him. She's getting stronger. She's growing wings.
She's growing them wings, yes.
Yeah, she's growing wings. And I want Mary to grow wings and fly away from that crazy coop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked about the whole dynamic with Cody meeting David and their whole dynamic. Oh, okay. So moving on. Okay, we're back to Mary. I guess Mary had some lengthy.
Yeah, Mary was lengthy. Yeah.
Mary says that she would like to foster a relationship with Christine and Janelle, but she said it would also be sad for them to finally get along with each other after all these years. Once the divorce ended, it's like it would be sad for them that they couldn't make their friendship work while they was.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like that. Because y'all had Cody, and Cody is tension, and if the head is full of tension, y'all always on unhappy homes.
That's true.
And so no, and y'all always just miserable. So misery loved company. So that's why y'all was separated, because of the misery. But I think I would love for them to be able to foster a relationship.
Yes, I would.
Not out of just being sister wives, but because we lived together for 30 years, some of us.
Yes, all of our children know each other.
And because we're family, and we have children, and our children are connected. And because of that, we should have a relationship. If one of your children die, my child die, it's all of us, because we were there together through it all. So in that, I hope she does foster a relationship. I do.
Yes,
I do. They don't have to call each other every day, but she should be invited to the home gatherings.
Yes. Most definitely.
She ain't doing nothing Christmas. Come on over and spend Christmas with all the family going to be together, not just Janelle family. Where when they get everybody together on a reunion, then I think Mary should be there, not Cody.
Yeah. Speaking of which, this episode really just pretty much ended off with talking about double dating in the Cody-David relationship, which I actually kind of find quite interesting, because looking at the way Cody saw it, because this is where he wanted to shut down Sukanya again, saying, I don't want to watch the clips because I lived the moment. I can tell you exactly what had happened.
What happened was,
yes,
I was being a ding-a-ling head.
And he honestly, I think he was a bit jealous of David, because he said David was keeping his eyes on Robin and talking to Robin. I'm not sure.
Remember, everybody want that. Everybody want that woman. Everybody. She's the pretty woman. Everybody wants her. I don't know why. I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it. Forgive me. She can use a little Botox, because her top lip is just gone. She just got a line.
She do.
So, and for her to,
But that was only my pet peeve with Cody there, is because I felt like he really felt some type of way about
he
David.
thinks even when she was going to church, he was like, I may have to go, because he really thinks that she is everything. She's the sacred cow.
Yeah. His woman, his woman, his woman.
My woman, my woman, my woman. She's the sacred cow.
Yes.
So
yeah, but that was pretty much it. I'm not sure where we're gonna pick up next episode.
probably with them still talking and showing clips.
Yep, still showing clips, yes. But we ended off with the whole Cody now denying the fact that he would like to have a double date with Christine because Christine likes to undermine him, and he's like, I don't want to.
He's just talking. He don't want to go out with them.
No, he doesn't.
No.
No.
And she just talking. Oof. Well, anyway, come on.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's where we ended off on this episode.
Okay. Well, that thought was just a hollow thought in my head that irritated me for a moment. But nevertheless, we hope you enjoyed our commentary of how we viewed Sister Wives. Go ahead.
The way I viewed it, this tell-all was kind of interesting. I feel like everyone's finally speaking their truths. That's the way I feel. And I'm proud about that. I can finally watch and listen to everyone be
that everybody is no holds bars. Everybody is really speaking what they really feel.
Yes.
Other than Robin
and Cody.
So with that being said, if you really like this video of our commentary, well, please give us a thumbs up. It really, really helps our algorithm. Yes. It helps us so much. And we appreciate it. And if you want to join the Sunflower family, well, please subscribe. Yes. You are welcome. And what else I can say?
Leave your comments down below. How do you feel about the Sister Wives?
Yeah, how do you feel about the Sister Wives? What Baby Crone and I had to say. Your comments are always welcome here. Positive or negative, long as it's said with no disgusting words.
Yes.
It will be answered. And with that being said, we thank you for joining us. Please let us know what you think. Please smash that like button. It really means a lot. And you know what we say. We love you. Sunflowers.